Hey there gamers, DreamcastGuy here. And today we're talking about Xbox because Microsoft has just confirmed that literally as I record this video, they're doing mass layoffs. They're firing 9,000 employees, close to 10,000 actually. Now, not all these people are specifically inside of Xbox, but it sounds like Xbox is being very, very heavily hit. It sounds like they're taking consoles off store shelves. They're gutting a lot of the studios, the artists. It sounds like they might actually even be shutting down multiple studios, but we're in a weird spot right now. So I'm recording this at 8 a.m. This just came out. And right now they're doing that weird thing where instead of just saying, here's which studios are being shut down, get out. We're lighting the building on fire at 6 p.m. Instead, what they're doing is they've released a public statement about the raw numbers. And Phil Spencer posted this thing about why it's good that they're gutting Xbox. They're claiming Xbox has never been bigger, more profitable, more successful, and that's why you all got to get out. And I want to talk about this statement. I want to really pick it apart because here in a couple hours, the real bloodbath begins. We're about to learn how bad these cuts actually are worldwide when we see basically who's been cut. But let's start by just taking a look at his statement and really the reactions to it, because thankfully a lot of the internet, even very pro Xbox people, are immediately saying this is not the time for stupid corporate speeches. Phil Spencer has run out of goodwill. Let's get into it. Hi, hope you're having a great day, and if you could please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. So the Phil Spencer layoffs have just begun. Essentially the way this works is that in different parts of the world, different regions and stuff, you can't just send somebody an email or do a Zoom call. A lot of times you actually do have to give people like a severance package or a bonus, and you have to actually talk to them like a real person. So right now, the layoff notifications have begun. God, this number to me is still just astronomical. Close to 10,000 employees. God. Now, what's really annoying about this is that we're going to go through it line by line, but a lot of people are just really cutting out a lot of the weirdness from Phil Spencer because they're acting like the best part about these firings is that they'll be even more fast and effective. These companies, what's worst about any mega conglomerate, right? But especially Microsoft makes trillions of dollars, literally trillions of dollars. They could easily afford to just fund Xbox forever. But instead, they're trying to claim, oh, Xbox is profitable. Finally, we're very much in the green. And we've just decided that firing everybody makes us faster and happier. I'm glad that people are like, this kind of corpo copy-paste language will never stop being exhausting and enraging. And I feel like people being mad, I do think is important because this is so annoying to think about the fact that, look, I've made a lot of videos hating on Xbox. I've been one of the king critics of Xbox's bad decisions. And I've been proven correct. A lot of the things I said would happen. The death of Xbox is unfortunately upon us. But I do still find that a lot of times there are a lot of people that have been dedicating their talents, their arts, their passions for years to Xbox, and they just get cut off. Sorry, man. We'll be 4.2% more profitable if we just ruin your life. And so that's what we're going to do. Satya Nadella says that it's a good idea to mass fire everybody so we all get a slightly bigger bonus. I love this part. We're really successful at the moment, but you're fired. So already they have fired about 10% of the people at King. ZeniMax sounds like it's basically being shut down, which is obviously part of the Bethesda deal. But let me go through this line by line. I want to actually take a look at his statement because I do feel like this very much encapsulates why I hate these talks so much. I mean, literally people right now are getting the worst news of their life, and you got to post a statement about how Xbox has never been happier. Okay. Today we're sharing a decision that will impact colleagues of ours across the organization to position gaming with a capital G, gaming, for enduring success and allow us to focus on strategic growth areas. We will end or decrease work in certain areas of the business to follow Microsoft's lead in removing layers to increase agility and effectiveness. Now, what this I think means is there were a lot of leaks that they're basically shutting down parts of the entire business. They're just pulling physical consoles off shelves and stuff, areas where it is expensive to keep actual consoles out there because it's not just, putting them into a Walmart, it's storing them in warehouses, it's building supply lines, it's making business deals about where to physically ship those Xboxes. And it sounds like what the rumors have been is that they're just trying to pull back on anything that isn't super, super in the green. So it sounds like they're basically saying that we're decreasing work or ending work in certain areas. Ugh. Out of respect for those impacted today, the specifics of today, the notifications and any organizational shifts will be shared by your team leaders in the coming days. I recognize that these changes come at a time when we have more players, games, and gaming hours than ever before. Period. Look at that. This is psychotic to me. Our platform, hardware, and game roadmap have never looked stronger. Then why are you firing everybody? Can we just not get over that? Phil Spencer is the head of Xbox Gaming. That's his job. He is in charge of Xbox Gaming. And he's claiming that Xbox Gaming has never been better. Then why the hell are you firing everybody? Why are you cutting 10% of the staff? Why are you firing thousands of people if Xbox has never been better? This is a lie. I mean, this is just an evil, bold-faced, red-eyed freaking lie. That's psychotic to me. The success we're currently seeing is based on tough decisions we've made previously. We must make choices now for continued success in future years, and a key part of that strategy is the discipline to prioritize the strongest opportunities. Look at this. It's psycho. This statement actually just sucks. Prioritizing our opportunities is essential, but does not lessen the significance of the moments. Simply put, we would not be where we are today without the time and energy and creativity of those people who helped do this. Those roles are impacted. The decisions are not a reflection of the talent, creativity, and dedication of the people involved. Our momentum is not accidental and the result of years of dedicated effort from teams. Talk to HR to figure out if you're getting paid, but no matter what, you're super fired. Now, this statement is wet dog crap. Obviously, everybody hates it, but I have to say that I'm getting so annoyed at this specific corpo phrasing that you see in every statement now. We're not firing you because you're bad. We're firing you because you're good. You've done such a great job growing the Xbox brand that we've decided it's just best for everybody if you pack up and get out and never ever come back. We've disabled your key card. I'm annoyed about the fact that the video game industry obviously is going through a very rough patch, and I think it's pretty obvious why. I mean, it's very blatantly obvious. A lot of people are more broke than they've ever been. Games are getting more expensive than they've ever been, and also the game development is getting more expensive than it's ever been. Used to make a crazy classic game for $20 million. Now there's games that cost 10 times that much and bomb. Games like Dragon Age Veilguard or stuff like that. Concord, which there's talks that Sony spent $400 million in Concord, a game that didn't even exist for 2 weeks. I feel like these companies are still in a spot where they're trying to figure out how to maximize the art, the success, and the profitability, and they just still can't square that circle. This statement, I feel like, signifies more than anything else why they gotta fire Phil Spencer. I know I've said that multiple times over the years, but Phil Spencer is clearly whatever's happened at the top. This guy just does not seem to care about the games. Maybe he's a great spokesperson, but these words, I feel like, they ring hollow and they ring heartless. How do you feel about the mass firings? Which studios do you hope survive? Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, I guess enjoyed this video is not the correct phrase, but you know what I mean. Please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And please keep dreaming. I had an early take of this video where I bit my tongue about halfway through. So I had to re-record this video and not bite my tongue this time. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.